to New Orleans, you ought to go see the Mardi Gras. If you go to New Orleans, you ought to go see the Mardi Gras.
Happy Carnival! And welcome to another episode of Tales from the Parade Route. Tonight I have the very special honor of interviewing with the Krewe of Themis. Good afternoon. How are y'all, ladies?
Great. And how are you?
Doing good. So tell us a little bit about the origins of the Krewe. I know the short story of it, that when, shall we call it, the bust up of Nick's happened, that y'all formed shortly afterwards. So tell us a little bit about, how everything came to be. What drove the the formation.
Good question.
You should start.
I should start? Okay.
You should
I guess I'll start. So picture it. Summer of 2020. It was a very tumultuous, to say the least, parade season. And, I actually was in the parade and we didn't finish because of the unfortunate.
Right, the accident that
Correct.
happened, yeah.
So that was, pretty traumatic for a lot of people on my float. A lot of people who were, I think we were maybe float number 16 or something like that, and the people behind us. So that was kind of an issue. And after that happened, you had some social media things that happened.
Right.
And I, for one, just didn't feel comfortable giving my time, treasures, or talents to an organization that I didn't feel represented things that I represented. So I resigned, as did a lot of people that I knew. And what happens after that is you kind of miss the camaraderie, the sisterhood that we had formed. I mean, I had been in that organization for 8 years. I had been a float lieutenant for 5 years. And I missed it.
Right.
So we had other people who were in the Krewe, some who weren't even in the Krewe. Kellie, actually, I had not met before, who helped found, that former Krewe. And so we all kind of just started coming together and said that we shouldn't let this sisterhood go to waste. But we wanted to take it in a different direction. We wanted Mardi Gras to look different. We wanted Mardi Gras to feel different. And so I think we just came together uptown around one of the founders' kitchen table and said, why not? Let's try to do this. And we did. It was a bunch of like-minded women who came from different backgrounds, from academically to socioeconomically to our different, what we did for a living. All of us were different, and we all brought different things to the table. But the one thing that we cared about was the city of New Orleans. We cared about Mardi Gras, and we cared about giving back to our community.
So you'd mentioned a key word there that, I will say really was driven home with my interview with your former Krewe was sisterhood. That did seem to be one of the strong things. And everyone that I've talked with that, has moved on to new Krewes, that seems to be the point driven home, shall we say, is the sisterhood of the riders. That every float, and even extended to like 2 and 3 floats,
Right.
really became a close family. And that's one of the things that I really appreciate about y'all's Krewes is that sisterhood bond that was formed and continues to flourish in the new Krewes here.
Absolutely.
So, how did y'all, in the long run, y'all became like a sister Krewe to Freret?
Yes.
How'd y'all come upon, through lack of better words, that decision? Was it an option to go with different Krewes, and they were the best suited for you, shall we say?
I think that's the best way to come
Yep.
to say it. There were a few Krewes who had interests, and I think we kind of looked at everything that each of the different crews brought to the table, and we found ourselves more aligned with Freret than any of the other crews that were courting us, for lack of a better word.
Yeah. How'd y'all decide on the name?
So this is the middle of the pandemic, right? And we are meeting at a coffee house. Most of us have never met each other before. And we sit here and we decide to form this crew. And we moved to Lindsay, another founder's house, and in her coffee, the next day, the next week, whatever, around her coffee table, we're talking about what we should do and what should be the name. And I think it was Kimya who came up.
It was not me. I will say it was not me. I did come up with the signature throw. I don't remember who came up. So we talked about social justice being one of the things that was most important to us. I think a lot of the things that we decided to do before we even thought about being a parading organization had to do with, giving back to the community and helping bands who decided they would no longer march in that form of parade. We did this crowdsourcing and were able to give them the money that they would have received for marching in that parade. We gave money to 6 schools. We have helped float drivers recruit the money that they didn't get from driving the floats, Mardi Gras 2020.
Right.
So it was all things that were, again, for the community, for the common good, had absolutely nothing to do with being a parading crew. And I, for the life of me, cannot remember. So we started looking at, goddesses and things like that. And Themis came up. And we were like, oh. And I saw the picture and I was like, oh, well, that's Lady Justice. Like, we all knew
right
who she was. Yeah.
Just didn't know her name. And then it was interesting because I think I'm the only person crazy enough to run for political office and help found a Mardi Gras crew at the same time during the pandemic.
Which is a major undertaking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so I think it kind of, when someone said the name and I kind of did the research and me being the lawyer at the time, the judge now, I was like, this would be absolutely perfect.
It was fitting.
Yeah.
It was.
It was perfect.
So you mentioned y'all's signature throw.
Yes.
Which I'll say, while I do not have one yet,
Sorry.
I think that they are incredible. Well, no, I blame several of my friends who ride in your parade that I wave to them every year at the parade, but they roll so quick past me that by the time that they realize, oh, look who it is, they're a block up the street.
Yeah. Just
so
wait,
how'd y'all come upon the parasol or the umbrella?
That was her idea for sure, 100%.
That was.
So we ran through the gamut of, do we do this, do we do that, we don't want this, we don't want that. You get 10 women together, 7 women together, trying to make a decision on what kind of throw you're going to glitter. It gets a little dicey sometimes.
Yeah.
Anyway, we came up with the umbrella because it's fitting for New Orleans, and
it's super fitting. Not just because sometimes it feels like it rains every day, but let's face it, it's
second line.
It's the second line,
Yeah.
and
It's the second line.
it's a prominent. One of our biggest celebrations outside of Mardi Gras, Jazz Fest. It's one of the most prominent things in that logo is the umbrella.
Yep, you're right.
So the way one of the things when we were thinking, and everybody kind of came up with their ideas, and the lawyer in me, I was like, okay, I'm going to say what I want, and I'm going to give all these reasons and all of the things that related back to not just Mardi Gras but New Orleans in general. And that's so I started off by saying, hey, we are a group of women. We want to move Mardi Gras forward. We want Mardi Gras to look a little bit different. I said, so let's think about our roots because most of us are native New Orleanians. I said, when you think about second lines, you think about umbrellas. When you think about the baby dolls, you think about umbrellas. You think about who we are selecting our name to be, and this is this social justice, this protector. And what do umbrellas do? We protect you in the rain. And so that was my pitch, and I think they agreed with me.
Yeah, well,
It was a good pitch.
I love the I love the idea of it, and it's definitely a cherished throw. and
Thank you.
And on the glittering side, it's a great surface for you to put so
Yeah.
much on.
Oh, yeah.
This is a lot of glitter.
Right. So that helps as well.
So, how many ladies are rolling with y'all now?
Oh, Lord. Where are we now? Because you count numbers.
We're between about 400, between 400 and 500 right now. So,
Okay.
yeah, we're doing good. Rolling with Freret, having a good time
Yeah.
on a Saturday.
Do y'all see yourselves at some point splitting off from Freret and becoming your own crew? I mean,
That's the dream.
Unfortunately, I don't get to sit in the the Mardi Gras planning committee meetings. So, everything that I read through news sources and whatnot, it seems like the council is kind of dead set on a number of parades that they have right now. So I wasn't sure if they were planning on allowing y'all to be.
We aren't either.
You know what I mean?
We aren't either yet.
It's
So,
a process.
yes.
And I think the only thing we can do is to keep moving forward, keep doing what we're doing, and always, I think any person or any organization that starts, as a carnival organization, I think the ultimate goal is always to ride. So we are just doing what it is that we can do, keeping our membership up, keeping our membership engaged, enjoying our relationship that we have with Freret. And when that date comes, that there is a permit available, then absolutely we will, try to get that permit.
Yeah.
And I think that's all we can do right now. It's a process, and we're just preparing ourselves for. I'm not going to say if, we're preparing ourselves for when that time comes.
Yeah.
And we're having a lot of fun in the
Right.
meantime,
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
Just great time.
Again, Freret is a great crew.
And as the reigning queen right now, I agree.
Oh hell! So you'd mentioned a couple of the bands that y'all worked with.
Yes.
When y'all separated from the former crew, do y'all still get to work with those schools? Like when parade time comes, do y'all get, shall we say, first choice to have them lead your floats per se?
We've remained engaged with them through a variety of things, not just Mardi Gras. One of the schools was Booker T. Washington, and one of the things that we did, we had a fundraiser and we donated, we had a scholarship set up at Booker T. Washington in the name of Geraldine Carmouche, who's the lady who was killed during that Mardi Gras parade. So we did that at Booker T. Washington, so we're still engaged there. St. Catherine Drexel Prep, which I'm from New Orleans, so I will say Xavier Prep.
Yeah, right.
Right. There's still engagement there. I have a cousin who is a teacher there, and I've gone out and spoken to the young ladies at Xavier Prep. So we keep the communication flowing between all the schools that we gave money to. So again, when that day comes, we will definitely have them as first up.
Okay. So we had talked a little bit about the umbrella, but I know from inside sources that y'all are one of the leaders to saying no more plastic or no more beads, basically. How are y'all able to get the backing of your riders to, I'm a firm believer of it because, nothing makes me madder than when I'm riding in a parade and I throw, and people
And then you
literally
land on the ground.
step out of the way
Yeah.
for it to sit on the ground. And I can guarantee you, if I drive past that same spot where that person stepped out of the way, unfortunately, that pack of beads or that individual bead, whatever beads it was, will still be sitting there.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is it actually wasn't difficult at all because one of the things we do after the end of every season, we send out a questionnaire and ask, what can we do? What did you like and what did you not like and what can we do better? And it was an overwhelming majority that they did not want the plastic beads. So it wasn't a hard sell. It was actually something that they brought to us wanting to do something other than that.
Yeah.
And so once we heard that the first year, we were like, this is good. So, I know, Freret and other crews started this year, but this was ours.
Last year,
second year.
second or
This was
third
our
year,
second or third
throwing
year.
glass beads.
Yeah.
Throwing glass beads or having a package that had absolutely no plastic, all things. We call it our purposeful throw package. So we've had that with grounds crew for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
So it was an easy sell.
Yeah, I try as much as I can to throw nothing but something that I know people are going to pick up and put in their pocket, put in their bag, put around their neck, whatever. I want to make sure that it's not going to get thrown in the trash.
Correct.
Agreed.
Correct.
You'll
catch purple grits this year from
And
Themis.
purple popcorn.
And
which
purple
is
popcorn.
awesome because
Just saying.
I love both of the above. So how do y'all go about picking y'all's royalty? Do y'all have a separate royalty from Freret?
Their queen is our queen.
Okay.
Their king is our king. So Kimya was the queen, or is the queen
Is.
until coronation in January or whatever. So she's the current queen, and and she has a king until coronation in January.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Freret, and we do the ball together. We do it all together. We have a good time. It's a good thing. But we also do our little Themis community outreach kinds of stuff. We have our own little sisterhood going there too. So.
Yeah, I know while y'all are like a sub crew, shall we say, of Freret, y'all are. I mean,
Yep.
your own animal. I mean that. I see the updates from y'all's crew on social medias and in news reports, and I see y'all are always super active in the community, not just
good.
with the Freret relationship, but on y'all's own as well. Besides the work that we've talked about, is there any other projects that y'all have done with the community?
We do a back to school drive
Okay.
every year. Alana Glapion, who is our community engagement person, board member, really does an outstanding job. So we collect school supplies from whenever, our flute lieutenants, our flutes, our riders, everyone. And we pick a school in Orleans Parish, and we go there and we give out free backpacks, school supplies for elementary, middle school, and high schoolers. And it's a huge thing, and it really is a heartwarming thing to see. And it's great to see how the sisterhood comes together to make this happen for the community. So we're really proud of that.
Yeah.
Right?
Love that.
Yeah.
And my favorite, because I'm the girly girl, would be the prom dress giveaway.
Okay. Yeah.
So we've done that for 2 years, and the first year, I don't know what made me decide to do that, but my house was prom central. So all of the dresses that were picked up for, I think we were taking donations for maybe 2.5, 3 months. And so it ended up with over maybe 400 dresses.
There were a lot of dresses.
In my garage. And
A lot.
So I said, okay, now we have to sort all of them, ladies. So it took us a couple of days to sort the dresses. And it was it was such an outpouring of support from around the city. We have people, we have riders in 27 states.
Wow.
So they were shipping
Dresses.
gowns to us.
It was great.
It was amazing. And just seeing the look, we dubbed it "Say Yes to the Dress." So there's a purple carpet, and we had makeshift dressing rooms,
Full length mirror. Yeah.
So we've done that at 3 separate schools now. So that's probably my favorite thing that we've done.
Which, understandably, I mean, seeing the pictures from that event from years past, you see the smiles on the ladies' faces that are getting that opportunity that quite possibly without y'all's help they might not be able to go to their prom or
Correct.
their homecoming or whatever special event that would.
And then it becomes kind of a competition between the volunteers there who can match who can pick out the most dresses for the young ladies.
That-
Like, oh, my dresses, I've got 5 dresses. Oh, I've got, so it gets, yes, it's for the community, but, we have a few egos in the crew who are just like, no, I have
Competition's
an eye.
good.
Yeah.
Competition's good.
I know exactly what this young lady needs. So it's been amazing. And one of the schools, we were at McMain, which is where I graduated from back in 1992. I think that was the first school that we had the prom dress giveaway, and they invited us to the prom so we could come and see the young ladies. So that was really sweet.
It was cool.
Oh, that's got to be super awesome then. To not just see, the young lady when she selects that dress, say a month before the event, but then to see, due to lack of better words, when the magic happens, when they get to put on the dress, they've got their hair done beautifully, their makeup,
nails,
the whole 9 yards. So that's got to be, a heartstring, shall we say?
Definitely.
So one of the things that I know that if Kirk was here today, he would be angry if we did not bring it up. Y'all have a doubloon.
We do. You need doubloons.
We love doubloons.
Okay.
So
Not a
I will make
problem.
sure you have
yeah.
them.
Yes.
We probably have some for probably the last 2 years.
I have some at my house too. I think so. Yeah, we'll get you some
We will drop them off.
Okay.
with the umbrella.
Well, Kirk would also say the umbrella. He only wants to get it in one place, and that would be along the parade route.
Okay, we can make that happen.
Yeah, right.
Definitely.
He's like, we've had one thing to where when they brought it, he graciously accepted it, and it's because in years past when he tried to get one on the parade route, he has 1 year he was successful with getting it. That would be a shoe. He got one like the first year that they were doing the shoes, and he didn't think anything of it, and he gave it to a little girl who was next to him.
Nice.
And then he spent 10, 15 years or whatever now begging, please.
No good deed goes unpunished.
Right. So, that was the one exception where he was like, yes, we will take it here.
So cute.
Because typically he'll say, no, I want to catch it on the parade route. And,
Isn't there just something different about getting it?
yeah, and
It's just something different.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It's something naturally in New Orleans about getting it on
yeah.
the float. I agree.
I caught it at the parade.
Exactly.
When I catch something at the parade, I feel like the person that is getting picked on The Price is Right. You'll see me jumping up and down and dancing and doing the whole drill. And
I expect
Granted.
that when you get your purple grits and
Well,
your umbrella. I'm
I
just
guarantee you
And
I will.
popcorn.
yeah, and popcorn. Yeah.
I guarantee you I will.
Okay.
So, do y'all have a separate theme that y'all go by on parade day, or do y'all follow the same?
Sure, we
Theme.
follow the same theme. It's
Okay.
a New Orleans Mardi Gras theme. What more can you want?
Yeah.
New Orleans musical theme. I'm sorry about that. New Orleans musical theme. So what more, how more appropriate could you be? So,
Right. Have they announced the theme for this year?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
Still waiting to see.
Yeah. And y'all's parade day is
February 22nd.
nice.
Yeah,
And
around-
it's the traditional first
Saturday.
Saturday of the Mardi Gras
Correct.
stretch, shall we say?
Yes.
The beginning, we started at about 3:00, give or take a
Yeah.
few. Yeah.
So
So-
it's kind of great because it's the best of both worlds, because when we start, it's, daylight, and as we're going through the parade, it starts to get dusk. So you kind of have a day parade and a night parade. So it's kind of like the best of both worlds.
Yeah, you get
You get to
both sides. Yeah.
agree. Yes, totally.
Don't throw the light up stuff until it gets dark, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, everyone, every parade that I've attended where, they have that honor of, getting to roll basically at dusk.
Exactly.
You'll see people that'll catch the light up stuff in like the daylight parts of the parade, and they'll keep it, but they'll look at it kind of confused and be like, "Why are they throwing a light up keychain or whatever now?"
It just has no impact to feel like
Right. Yeah, it's like you turn to that person and you tell them, "Give it about 2 hours." You're
gonna love it.
Right. So you'd mentioned the grits and the
Popcorn.
Popcorn. What are some of the other throws that people can look forward to?
We
seeing?
are going to have wooden beads along with the glass beads. We are going. Oh my God! Now you put me on the spot. I can't remember anything.
Hat.
Yeah, we're going to have a festival hat. So it folds up into a little pouch. Pop it out. Put it on your head. Nice brim. That and your umbrella. You're set. We have little, because we went sustainable things, like you said, that people keep and can use. We have a fold-up bag. It folds up into a little pouch. Once again, you open it up. It's a full-size tote bag, and it has little umbrellas on it. We have our usual tumblers and glittered wine glasses. And what else is in the sustainable package? Wooden earrings, lemon hand scrub.
Lemon hand scrubs, the bitters.
Oh, bitters. Fruit-flavored bitters for your cocktails.
Oh, like
It's a gel.
Angostura type
Yes.
bitters.
Yes.
Notebooks.
Notebooks and pencils. Themis notebooks and pencils. Stuff that you can use.
Yeah.
So we'll try to get you one of everything.
Well,
You got to just have a basket where we throw it in
right,
there.
yeah.
So I think you brought one of my favorite throws from last year, which was the umbrella straw.
Yes.
Which is-
Oh, can I?
Yeah, sure.
It is an umbrella straw. It is one of her favorite throws because that is a big gulp, and you could probably finish one seltzer in one big sip. Just say
Yeah.
Yes, I love this thing. I use it on the weekends.
It's fun.
And after the Saints game last night,
It came into very good use. Yeah.
Really came in handy.
Sad. Yeah. So anyway, so we have a lot of other cute things that you can use, tape measures, things like that. So just get your basket ready, Sean.
Yeah. And that's one of the things that we get so much enjoyment out of on the parade route is seeing all of the the creative sustainable throws that are popping up over the past few years, and y'all's are definitely some of them that we take notice of.
Oh, well, thank you. We'll have to get you a lunch kit too. I forgot we had those.
Yeah. Ooh.
No. Anyway.
I had not seen the lunch kit, but that very much, yeah, let's see. How can someone become a member of the crew?
Go to our website, crewofthemis.com, right? Not .com, crewofthemis.com. We were .org, now we're .com. crewofthemis.com, and you can fill out an application right there online. And we would love to have any member who would love to have us. So there you go.
Okay.
Yep.
We can talk about that 18th.
And we have an event coming up
Ooh.
on October 18th.
Okay.
It is a $10,000 raffle.
All
So
right.
it's a ticket, $100 ticket. Gets you a chance to win $10,000. There's only 500 tickets, so your odds are pretty good, right? The ticket also gets one person into the event at the Empire in New Orleans on Poydras. And it's a speakeasy kind of vibe. And it'll be free beer, free wine, buffet, dancing, DJ, a hostess. And it'll be a lot of fun. Plus you get a chance, and that's where the raffle will happen. So, you could walk away with $10,000 from that evening. And
Wow.
a good buzz. And,
Yeah. So that could be the adventure of a lifetime night for for a lucky person.
Certainly.
Absolutely. And if you've never been to the Empire, it is quite the venue. So it's something that's also something to see. But
Okay.
just a chance to win $10,000.
Yeah.
Nice.
Where are some of the other places where people can follow the crew? I know you'd mentioned
Facebook. We're on Facebook. We are also on
Instagram.
The Krewe of Themis. Yes.
Okay. Do y'all have any signature floats?
We have a prop, a signature prop so far,
Okay.
because we don't own a float. We're really not a crew, but we're working on that, right? But we have a prop. If you'll see her, she is Lady Themis, and Barry Kern was very generous and built it for us last year. He surprised us with it. We didn't know he was going to do that, and he made our day. Anyway, she holds the scales of justice. She is up there. She leads our float. She's on the board float.
Okay.
She rides with us because she's Themis. So she looks great. She had a lot of purple confetti on her last year. We cleaned her all off, but she's looking good.
How many floats altogether are y'all's?
The combination parade.
Yeah.
Oh, what were we, about 26 last year?
Yeah, close to it.
Wow.
26
Close
last
to
year.
it. So, yeah, close about that. Because we have the royalty floats in the front, and
Right.
And the board floats and then
And the
the
board.
past royalty.
correct. And then we have Son of a Saint that rides with us. And
Yeah.
So they have their float, and they were right in front of me last year. They were having a really good time in the rain, having a great time. Now, let me tell you, they were having fun. It was good.
So that was one of the things we also did last year. We have Themis Weekend, which is the third weekend in October. So it's coming up. This starts on the 17th. And we have a Saints watch party. For some strange reason, it falls that the Saints Thursday night game is always that weekend that we have our events. And so we had this great watch party at Son of Saint. And we asked all of our members to bring throws in because we actually gave the Son of Saint float. We donated all of the throws to the young men
Yeah.
and their mothers on that float.
That's awesome.
It was cool. They were having fun. It was a blast.
Do y'all have any other type of crew gatherings like that? That really seems to be one of the highlights that I know a lot of members in all of the different crews really, one of the cool things that they'll talk about is that, we don't just meet that week before the parade, the
Right.
parade day
Right.
type thing, that throughout the year, there's events going on besides,
Oh, absolutely.
fundraisers and
Theme is
charity
Thursday. Theme is
organizations.
Thursday. You can come out and join us. I'll let you know. It's probably the third Thursday of every month.
Yes.
We do something. Sometimes we'll go to the Mardi Gras fountain. Sometimes we'll go.
Yoga.
Yeah. I'll call you. Let you know.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Our Themis weekend, we start on a Thursday, so Thursday is the Saints Watch Party. We're doing that at Wrong Iron this year, and then Friday is our Harlem Night Speakeasy party that we're doing at Empire.
The raffle.
With the raffle, and then Saturday we have Glitterbrella, which is where we have some of the most amazing artists in our crew, and they host a how to glitter for people like me who don't have a clue.
And me.
And so we do that always on the Saturday of Themis weekend. And we go from glittering everything under the sun to watch the crew booth as a crew
Yeah.
on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we kind of have the floats do their individual thing. Like, Thursday, Friday, Saturday is all of us together. And then on Sunday, we ask that, the individual floats go and do their float. So that's kind of how, and we do that every year.
Okay. Yeah. The decorations of the umbrellas, you can definitely see, some,
Love, sweat, and tears.
some Michelangelos
They're
that are
incredible.
mixed into y'all's crew.
Absolutely.
Seeing the detail and whatnot that they put into the design or what have you that they put onto the
Not all of them are glitter either. That's the best.
Yeah, right.
you
Yeah, some
know?
of them are paint, some of them
Yeah,
are...
we have some pretty creative women in our group, and I'm like, how did you get that? How did you do that? She said, oh, I took a pair of fishnets and stretched it over it and painted it. And I'm like, oh my God.
So
It's crazy stuff.
So one of the other things, because it's literally artwork. So January, it's usually maybe about a month or so before our parade. It's usually late January, early February. We have parasols on parade. And,
Okay.
This will be, I guess, the 4th year
Correct.
that we've partnered with Stella Jones Gallery in Place St. Charles. And she hosts us every year, and she allows us to display. And it's usually a contest, and we select about between 30 and 40 umbrellas that we display at the gallery.
Okay, wow,
For the
that's
weekend.
awesome.
So it's the creme de la creme of the umbrella.
Correct.
So,
Yeah.
I've never had one actually make it there.
I can't. I'm lucky if I can glitter one. Okay.
I help to set up.
There
Yeah.
you go. Yes.
You cheer on the
Cheer them on.
yeah, right. You know.
No, so I have a different thought process. I come up with ideas, and then I reach out to the community and say, does anyone want to make some? I will pay you. So that's I just can't, I can think of the ideas, but just what my thoughts and translating onto an umbrella, it never happens.
The execution never gets there. Yeah, I get you.
Like, I already have my theme for this year. I'm kind of piggybacking off of something I heard that Meg said.
Oh,
So
one of our members.
Yeah, I'm actually, no, Tara actually said it.
Another
Tara
one
said
of our members.
Tara said it. So I'm actually, sorry, Tara, if you're watching this when this airs. We were talking about books and things like that, and this being this political season. We're talking about banned books.
Banned books, yeah.
So I think I'm going to have all of the banned books maybe my
Okay.
parade theme for this year.
Ooh, nice.
So
Yeah.
do a lot of y'all pick like one theme and do it for all of your umbrellas for that year?
No, for me it's
Yeah.
just easy because when,
Yeah,
when
I
I talked to the artist and said, this is what I want, just go with it. And then they kind of come up with a list of somewhere around 20 things. It was like, to pick which ones you want off of this list. And so it just makes it easier. I'm trying to make it easier for the people who are more creative.
Yeah.
than I. So,
Yeah, because in the past when I was making my decorated throws, I'll say that I was all over the place to where I had some of them that were sports team related, some of them that were Mardi Gras related, some of them were food related, some of them. So I didn't pick one topic to stay with when I was doing them.
It's Mardi Gras. You can do whatever you want, right? There are but she always has her theme. Some people always have their theme, but
last year my theme was Queen. Everything was Queen umbrellas. So that was pretty easy. That was probably the easiest that I've had. And I think, unlike Kelly, I've only been parading in organizations for about 13 years.
Okay.
So that was probably my easiest of 13 years.
There you
was
go.
Last year.
Your Majesty. Well, we have the ball with Freret, and then we have, the meet and greet with the captain of Freret and the president of Themis, and just Mardi Gras stuff coming up. What can I tell you? Just the Queen's luncheon, the coronation, all that good stuff. But it'll be here before you know
Yeah.
it, Sean, like
Absolutely.
that.
Yeah, we're under 100 days.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean Halloween, Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Boom, there you are, right? Christmas.
Right.
It's Mardi Gras. It's King's Day. It's January 6th.
Yeah.
There's not so much going on now, with Super Bowl being here and then Mardi Gras. So it's just going to be like back to back to back.
It's going to be
Things.
crazy.
Yeah.
And I can't wait.
Yeah, I can only imagine that, and I know that, we kind of always say it every year, but, I definitely see it where this could be one of the biggest Mardi Gras that New Orleans has seen.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
I mean, and Super Bowl has a parade thrown in and a Mardi Gras parade, so it's just going to be outrageous, I think.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So, well, I can't wait to see y'all out there on the parade route. I look forward to y'all's parade day every year.
Make us a sign so we can get you an umbrella.
Yeah.
I guarantee
And
you.
popcorn and
Grits.
I guarantee you I will have a sign ready for y'all. So, I want to thank y'all so much for coming on today.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah,
Yes.
we had a good time.
It's always a great honor when I'm able to get the stories behind our parading crews. So, for me, this is like winning the lottery.
Oh,
So, thank y'all again so much. Thanks for tuning in. Signing out. We will see you on the route.